When you think about some of the greatest of the game that we know and love of cricket, the guys that had the technical ability to go with the mental strength are some of the best that we've ever seen. So I thought, Simon Doull, considering we're here at Pindi Cricket Stadium, which for the bowlers are going to need every ounce of mental strength they can get to cope with these conditions, what goes through your head in those sorts of moments, and how can we combat that as a bowler?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, Erin, it's not easy, all right? We've all been in situations where it's been tough. Every sport, you've seen golfers miss 3-foot putts to win tournaments, footballers miss penalty kicks. It gets into your mind. It is a tough business. It's man on man, and then whatever else happens after that is part of the team game of cricket. We're going to go through a couple of examples for you. Rim and Race, I picked on Rim and Race a little bit because he bowled one brilliant over against the Quetta Gladiators, up against Nawaz and Zadran. He executed his plans really well, and we hear that a lot. Execute your plans, trust the process. He only went for 7 runs. This was the 16th over of a game, remember. He's got his Yorkers right, and he's hit his lengths, and he's bowled a couple of really nice slower balls. But I'm looking at this example because the simple thing is, the guys at the other end that he's bowling to are probably not in his head. He's not looking at them thinking, they're such big lads, they've got big boy power, they can hurt me. What happens when he comes up against someone who just hits the ball out of the park for a living and gets paid a lot of money to do that, against Tim David and Shan Masood? In the next encounter, we're picking on him again, but this over, he goes for 29 runs.
4 sixes in a row, wasn't it?
One decent ball, one Yorker, he only executes. You see the blue ball there? It's the only Yorker he gets right. That went for 1, everything else goes for a boundary. So Tim David has got in his head, and that's what happens. That's the mental side of the game that we love and play, and sometimes hate. But it is such a mental game. And from a bowling point of view, you have to have clear processes, clear mind, clear thoughts when you're at the top of your mark, know what you want to do, and we always hear players say, execute your plans.
And it's not as simple as that, is it? So if you're coming up to your mark and you know that you've got some guys that are coming at you from ball 1, it's a small stadium with great wickets, as we know here at Pindi. How do I get a clear mind?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You tend to take a backward step if you've got someone that you know can hurt you. When you've got the wood on someone, you kind of have a little bit more confidence. So you have to get your head around, what do I do? What are my processes? What am I looking to execute here? How do I get it right? And that's the key. So when you're at the top of your mark, clear your mind completely. And if there's a little bit of something you can turn to make your mind clear, and just worry about what you have to do. What the batter does in the end, you can't control. Control the controllables.
And what did you do personally?
I sang a song, and I got in trouble a lot, so I was singing a heck of a lot. I will say that. But I tried to clear my mind by singing a song, just something I knew, something I loved, something that would kind of get me away from the thought of worrying about what was going on at the other end, and just think simple. Just think simple.
I love that. And someone else that springs to mind, I remember Ricky Ponting said he always used to say, watch the ball. He'd reset, and every single ball, and there was a lot of them, he batted for a very long time, for many, many years. He said, watch the ball, and that sort of recentered him from the perspective of the batter, I suppose, to clear the boundary with ease, as we know that he did. But one last thing as well he did say, which stuck with me in the latest edition of the Big Bash League, was T20 cricket is an old person's sport. And I assume that's because he thinks that mental stamina that you get over many years of playing and experiencing these crunch moments actually helps you.
You know, Erin, you've got to go through some tough times to know what they feel like, to know what you have to do next time to get it right. And I think anything that Ricky Ponting says at the moment, I'm going to run with.
Well, that was awesome advice. I hope you enjoyed that listening at home. Clear mind, full heart, can't lose, hey?
Let's start singing.
Let's pray for the bowlers tonight.